Hello and welcome back to Project Ozone 3. Sorry, another update video before the Lordcraft thing. I'm definitely doing that today. Not in the same recording here, but in a separate recording on the same day. Blah. I missed a bunch of stuff last time, and I've done some more stuff off camera. Let's get on with it by finding the right buttons. I said before, I upgraded all of my dynamos. They are all resonant level and the steam ones are fully equipped. We've got the turbine conversion, of course, and 2 fuel catalyzers and an auxiliary transmission for a little bit more RF. Now producing, well, 60 RF at the moment. 600 each. That's times 40. I think I did all these before auto-crafting. And my magmatic dynamos, of course, equipped with the boiler conversion and 3 increased output, so they're outputting 600 steam a tick, and these use 300 a tick, hence 1 to 2. And I've done nothing with this. Look at this cobble flying around here. And some of these crucibles are full. That's fine. Full on steam though. And I made the RF entangler that I have not used at all yet. And I've got a level 5 qubit cell here, which took ages to fill, of course, because that's it is. If I can, I'm in the comments in these things. 62 million, is that right? Yeah, 62.5 million RF, or forged energy in this case. And everything else there is the same. Pneumatics. I've got things set up for auto crafting. This is input for the things here, all of capacitor, transistor and empty PCB. And over here is where the empty PCBs come in, as well as something else, I can't remember. Something else we make here, I don't know. Same input chests, we don't need anything on that one because that's just those two really. I'm done with turbine blades, of course. I was ages ago. All of the flux compressors on the go. What have we got here? Yeah, 19.8 pressure, and these are actually currently off because of this pressure gauge module installed with an advanced PCB, which, whoops, can be a bit buggy with that bit. You can set these. I think it's the lower one that matters more because I've got 19.8 pressure in the bars, in the tubes. That's another reason I wanted the advanced PCBs, as well as this regulator tube. I did show that in the crafting thing. You can set how much pressure you want going through there, so 4.9 even. Get my numbers the wrong way around. Into the smaller pressure tube for the pressure chamber and the assembly setup, and the other one for the charger. And this one's separate. And 4 of these for powering the refinery that I don't actually need at the moment. I'm out of oil. I processed all the oil. This one really didn't need it because this pressure never really gets anywhere. I think these are currently on anyway. At least they don't have particles. Now this one is powering this vortex tube, and the cold side is on the bottom, cooling all of these compressed iron blocks which run under these, keeping these nice and cool at 7 degrees and 6, depending on how far out they are. I do believe these have a I'll take that one up. Yeah, compressed ice underneath. Oh, that's still pretty cool. These were not staying very cool with the thing, but never mind. I've done this instead. I have compressed iron on the thing anyway. I've got this one just powering this. Again, the pressure's not going to go up, so that's sort of unnecessary. Good for safety anyway. I've got over 300 degrees there. Do, however, have an absolute ton of yeah, lots of LPG, lots of resulting plastic. When I come to need it, that's thank you, brain. And this one just powering the what pressure have I got on there? 15, of course, because there's 15 in there. You can do this. You can put a thing on all the same block, the tube gauge and a modulator. Modulator? I'm confusing things now. That power and the other chamber, of course. And here is my machine platform again. We've seen all of this before. I put process and speed upgrades in my pulverizer at last. I meant to do that ages ago. Oh, and in that. Even though that's rarely used for anything. All the stack mill machines. I got around to doing some immersive engineering quests, by which I mean most of them. I can't do the cloche because that requires tier 2 advanced crafting table. I've got everything else set up though for it. I just need the table, which means we need to get to the Erebus to get jade so we can make the slates. I also completed some portality crafting. Got through all of this. I made this metal press because this for the wire. Can I get that? Yes. For the wire mold press because I need that for another. Actually, I think I'm done with that. I could swear you could put a chest on the on the side of a conveyor belt and it would pull out, but I've got this hole set up instead. And a compactor for plates because I made two, and it compresses it into a different plate type that is not compatible with ME auto crafting things, even though I say or dictionary enabled on the recipes. If that made any sense. Only need copper wire in here really for now. Goes into the chest just fine. And behind me, Draconic Evolutions Fusion. I did do this and upgraded all the things to Wyvern level. I could now do Draconium level. And they will have single item mode on. It's shift right click, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I'm busy looking at the tooltip over here that you can't see now. Just remember that every time, because I put all the basic ones down, of course, to make these. Every time you make one into the next level, remember to reset it back to single item mode. Putting a whole stack of draconium on on one of these at a time. Like, where did the rest of my draconium go? Oh, it's on that one. That isn't set correctly. Yeah, I did that, and I got my awakened draconium seeds and the croxes. And of course, the Ender Dragon was killed so many times. That's 21 times because I had 21 hearts. I have 8 left. That became extremely grindy because we have progressive bosses in the pack, and that makes the Ender Dragon less fun just by giving it more and more health. So it becomes just a massive grind. Also, this I have I made a bunch more plastic mixers because with storage buses on these and these set to a certain plastic, we can automatically pull out of the system, out of these, so we can auto-craft everything. And this one's an output for Draconic Evolution stuff. So I can just say, hey, I want to craft this, so it goes over here and I can just sort it out up here. And of course I've got another wireless thing over here. Did I really need that? No, I've got 18 wireless links over here still. What? Oh, I'm up 18. I've got, what is that? That's it's going to be 14, isn't it? And over at the 7 platform, we have sand appearing in here. Because I was meant to make this ages ago. Made a material stonework factory, which is making cobble, grinding it down to gravel, to sand, and then outputting it to the sieves. Because I'm doing sand, because I need, where is it? Zinc and sand. Sifting sand is one of the only ways of getting zinc, as well as from, is it Neptune? It is. We need to do Galacticraft, because I don't have a lot of zinc. Also tungsten. I'm currently getting that from landlords over here. And also are giving me tungsten. And for whatever reason, we have frogs in here. They're multiplying. There's 3? I can see 2, but I'm sure I've seen 3 in there. And I have my regular farm on here and whatnot. I'm spawning more landlords because because I gave my oops. Nope, that's the thing. I gave the duplicator a range add-on, which increases spawn area. Yes, there's bits below, but luckily things don't spawn under there. Because they're not tall enough. That probably does use more. I assume it would use more essence. But it does not matter. We have a bar on the essence thing. We have a... gotta do this again. Over... Really? Woo! I've got over 204 million... No, 204 million millibuckets of essence. I can see it's going up. Because of this. And there's stuff appearing all over the place. Great, I thought... Never mind. I have more duplicators over here. Or just one, actually. Just under there. There's no way we're going to see in here, because I didn't make any of this... any other bits out of glass. But we have cows. We can see one for long enough. Not there. Am I in the way? Yes. I got some Essence of Knowledge cows. Spawning exact copies, of course, because we can convert that into essence, which is what I'm doing with this. And cows spawn up here and under here. And I have a rancher up here and down here. Item conduits hidden. And crushers just to get rid of the cows. And they each have a range 2, I believe. Yep, so covers that area. That one covers the rest. I really wish things wouldn't drop in the world like this. This is annoying. Luckily, it doesn't cause many problems. Of course, I have this chunk loaded, and I'm feeding that back into the main tank. Luckily, fluid pipes now also have priority systems, so I've got priority 1 feeding back to the duplicator. So all the essence that is gathered, and well, turned All of the what? They're both called essence. Great. The knowledge is turned into that, and yeah, priority to the thing before it goes into here and here. What is that? That's just priority 0. Oh, that's -1. That's why. Let's go in there and then up there. Duplicator, tank, and a tank. And of course voiding all the other drops. Powering this all with a single Spectre coil. I think that's the first level. With a basic capacitor bank. That all works fine. I'm getting tons of essence. And I don't think I've done much more over here. I've still only got the... No, it's 3 seeds now, isn't it? 3 of the tier 6 seeds. Yep, Dragon Egg. Nether Star, Awakened Draconium. I just need the Neutron. Neutro. Whatever. Not doing anything with that because I need to get to Lordcraft. Oh, here's the frames. Oh, blimey, let's get out of here. And just where the devil am I now? Welcome to the Lost Cities world that I finally got around to discovering. Need a place for spawners? Well, this is your place. Because there are spawners all over the place. Like that one there. And yeah, there's just loads in these buildings. 2 in there. Yeah, need a place for spawners for anything? Come up here. By taking your bed, put it on a couple of diamond blocks and surround it with skulls. Collect the bed at any time, doesn't have to be night time. Now it's going to go quick. And we end up here. And of course you have no way back if you're not going to use slash spawn or slash home. And I also finally just grabbed one of these. Waystone. Which I think it's called a warp stone. I can walk back to any other warp stone there. And it has a cooldown. It reminds me of the Hearthstones from World of Warcraft. That's about... what is that? Is that 3 minutes? No. 5 minutes? I can't remember what 300 seconds is. I also made a hang glider. Finally. I knew they were in the game. I should have used that for the for when I was doing my Twilight Forest stuff. Instead of using all that jetpack power. Also, we do actually have the glider this time. Unlike in my Beyond series when it just doesn't appear at all. And when I'm actually creative flying, it does that. When I'm not, and I'm just gliding, yeah, it looks a bit silly. I think that is about all. I've also, small change, just changed that a bit and put all of these 1 block lower. Let's turn that off. Whoops. And because you saw that just now, here is my current beast of a extreme reactor. 11 by 11 by 5. I can't remember how many tool rods. Reactor rods, that is. That's 9. 9 and 12, whatever that makes. With gelid cryotheum as coolant, we don't need anything in the corners. Maybe could have done there, actually. Yeah, whatever. And this is constantly up and down. But when it is fully running, which it hasn't really had a chance to, because I'm using power all over the place, it produces 242,000 RF a tick, I think. So if we just wait a moment for this to drain out, because that's my ME system draining that mostly. Using over 9,000 RF a tick on the main ring. Wait a moment. There it goes, kicks into action, and it barely runs for a second. Of course you have to leave space for it to cool off or something. There we go. I'm using more than I'm producing now, but I have one redstone port. When the amount of energy is below 10%, it will fire on because of the setting over here. If I don't fall off, set from signal. In my creative test or creative world or whatever, I could do that in reverse. I could say that the same. I'd do that while above X%. And that worked. I did it here and it didn't want to work. So I had to reverse it. So every time energy goes below 10%, it make that a tad lower. It will fire the thing on from this one. And I have a single stack of Yellorium in here because Ender.io now has another filter that I didn't realise it had. Here it is. I've put another slave controller down. We are inserting with a limited item filter set with a stack of Yellorium, because of course I'm getting cyanide out of the reactor as well, for the waste product. Speaking of which, I have done all of the reactor line, and look at all of these solar panels I've done. I could do the draconic ones now as well, but I can't. I don't currently want to use the, well, little draconium that I have. Awakened draconium. Of which I have nearly 2,000 ingots. I probably could spare that at this point. I didn't save the oh. Of course, for the rest of these we need extended crafting stuff. I need that one to make that level. Then we need 2 of those to make a neutronium solar panel, and then the final level, just 1 of those for that. And I've already got all of these set up. Fun few well, a little bit of time spent in the nether and the ends getting the ender and lunar dusts. And I think that is about all. No, it's not. Ignore that massive thing on the right. Because I had to. We have yes, actually additions. That's it. Empower setups. I've done this pretty much the same way I did my in my Beyond series. Each of these inputs with a certain thing. This is the Redstonia one. Oh, I can open that. Empowered Redstonia blocks. Each of these putting in each of the different things. And these, I thought that was a mob there then. Of course I've got a wireless energy thing here for feeding all of the display stands. I have each one set up, even though I'm probably never going to need some of them. And because I was going to do it, I was going to do the same setup I did in my Beyond series, but I can't because we don't have any of the circuits. We can make all of these, but we can't do anything with them. We can do some things, but that's not yes. What's the point of being able to make these when there's nothing to actually use them on? Boring. But I found a different kind of setup using Actually Edition's precision dropper. Of course, the dropper and hidden item conduits again. Entity detectors set with a custom item filter. I invert the signal because the can I see that from here? No, I can't because that's hidden by facade. The Reassembler is set to deactivation on redstone. Yeah, when there's redstone, it stops firing. When there's a redstone signal, I mean. Which, with this inverted, it means that there is a signal coming out. And when one of the items in the filter appears there, if I take that out, is that gonna... No, it shouldn't. All of the things here, including the quartz blocks for the... I don't think I need those anymore. Anyway, but that there. I don't think that really matters. Set this down to a radius that is small enough to... That is sort of one out, like just a 3x3 block around it, I think that means, because this does work. Remember to set to custom filter so that it reads the item filter. I could probably share a bit of that. Is my coin off? It is. Let's do... I got it in blocks. Rather than let's do the normie. Drops that there. There we go. Does take a little while to fire up sometimes. And item collector here, which obviously has the results in, so it only picks those up. For the radius, we don't need the Z, the Z's the sides. You can tell from the map directions or the map coordinates. So that's feeding straight back into the interface, so that just gets straight back into the system. And that, I do believe, is actually everything. I hope. I'm sure there was something else. Alright, minor thing. We have a bunch of crops here. And I didn't go finding them in... Oh, there's two other things, actually. Oh, where's my health? I might as well show that, since my health is bugging out anyway. I have the final level of heart container as well. I put that on. Yay, blue hearts. I'll come back to this in a minute. You only get blue hearts from evokers. And I was playing around with some Tools dimensions, of course. Just making some basic ones. I haven't really got anything... Well, 19 is something, but that's expensive to upkeep. What is that? That's 18. Good. Diamond trees. Yes, indeed. Let's go there. Oh, I always do dial once. And oh joy, it is night time. Oops, and lag. And we have giant balls of that's acacia. Crikey. We have some biomes here that we shouldn't really be getting yet. I can find... Oh, stay away from those damn illusioners. Oh, vindicators. You guys suck. Whoops. Says that giant ball of Abyssal Knight cobble. Well, here's something. Depth ghoul from... Oh, great. From Abyssal Craft. Is that Abyssal Craft? Yeah, just thought I was mixing it up with something else. If I can find the thing... Because I primarily made these to find these buildings. So I can get some other dimlets, which are a little lackluster. Let me find the thing. Here's one. Here's an evoker. This wasn't the thing I was talking about, but he's going to run away. These... Because this is a skyblock world. They only spawn in In vanilla, we've got Vexes chasing after us now, and I've got no defense. Oh, that's a bunch of sheep. I thought there was something on there. Well, there was. The Vexes stopped. Yep, looks like it. Yeah, I was hoping to find zinc and tungsten dimlets, but zinc doesn't have one other than in molten form. And tungsten's also molten, but it does have a thing as well. You can tell which ones I've raided because there's no glowstone block on them. Oh, so with the skeleton. Also, there's chance cubes around. I was breaking a few of those, getting absolutely nothing. Apart from this. Yeah, I broke one that decided to spawn a, I think it's the Draconic Evolutions reactor overload explosion. I had no clue what was going on when it was trying to suck me into this thing. I was like, what on earth is going on here? I was also stuck in a box of not glass, maybe glass. Oh, ice and water block. I was stuck in that while something was going on. Another depth school here. Get into the pit. Yeah, broke through the bedrock here. Look. Yes. So I pretty much died. And that is a large explosion I would never been able to outrun anyway. So that was fun. Right, my thing is recharged now. Let's go back. I'm sure I missed something, saying something there, but never mind. Well, yes, Abyssal mobs there. I was getting a little bit of advance on some stuff for Abyssal we need. I think it's the flesh. Yes, we need that for Abyssal later. And if I can find the thing I'm looking for, there it is, the market block. This is how I got all of these seeds. We've got peas, garlic, mustard, tomato, beans, onion and rice. If we take this and pop it down, incoming villager, we can exchange rack for different things in here. We've got seeds, we've got saplings, flowers, and other. You can get rack by selling very elite metals, which are very in-game crafting stuff. So a little bit of rack there. I think it's 2 each. 2 rack each. The harvest craft ones anyway. Any of those 2? No, those are all 1. Got what I need from those. And he just disappears in an explosion of particles. That was fun the first time placing that. I was like, what on earth is that noise? Yeah. Certainly proof that I've been killing the Ender Dragon a lot. You know, besides the awakening draconium stuff. And yes, now that is all. I will see you definitely for sure next time, because I'm doing that next. Right after I finish this. I can hide it behind the tree. I will see you next time for Lordcraft, and I am doing it just for the quests. Where's the thing? You! Actually, let's grab that. Grab some rack. Yes, I filled out a lot of these. Oh. Yeah, I did all that. I can't do that one. Auto crafting is great for all of this. Just do it a step at a time. Oh, remember to do it a step at a time. And I grab that. Won't grab that, but save that for next time. Is that all? No, the chi. Modular turrets. I almost finished with. We can't make this because it's been disabled. I looked that up. That causes problems in worlds. It crashes your world entirely and you can't get back in. So that's currently uncraftable. Luckily the mod. I know it's the Modpack maker that disabled that as well. Probably. It's disabled anyway. So I can't complete that yet. And I don't know. You know what, because it's probably an easy craft. We shall do the forbidden thing. And cheat it in. Because everything else I made easy anyway, so there's probably going to be no problem on that. And then we delete it, of course. Because we can't have that. And now I have a nice chunk of rock. Where are those? A lot of tier systems to make some of that. And that is all. Apart from the new section. I did also grab some of these, like these bits. Yeah, grabbed all of those already. We can't do any more of that because we need to get to the jet plate in the crafting thing, so we need a bishop craft for that. We can't do those anyway because we need the previous thing. Erebus, Lordcraft. Yep, so next time, pretty much a playthrough, walkthrough episode for all of this. And yes, I do know what I'm doing to get it all. I will see you next time for Lordcraft finally. See you next time. Goodbye.